body workout with some core. You will want dumbbells or a band to load the lower body movements. We will work for reps today. So it will be slightly at your own pace. I'll just be someone that's kind of keeping you on track so you're not taking too much rest. We're gonna end up going 3 rounds of each section of exercises. So first section, 3 exercises. Again, 10 reps of everything. We're gonna start with a squat with a pause. So you could load this with the dumbbell at the chest in the goblet position, or you could bring your band up to the shoulders. We're gonna squat down. We're gonna have that slight pause and then come back up. So that would be 1, down, pause, up, 2. Again, 10 of those. Then we're gonna go into a bridge hold with a heel walk. So glute bridge coming up, kind of push through the heels so we find our glutes, hamstrings, and then walk the heels out just as far as you can keep control through the back of the legs. And I actually would keep this rather small since we're going for reps, so you can get all 10. And then we'll finish with push-ups. So push-ups for 10. So again, 10 squats, pause at the bottom, 10 of those heel walkouts, 10 push-ups. We're gonna go 3 rounds, kind of just resting as needed between exercises. All right, grab up your dumbbell or your band. So I showed the dumbbell at the goblet. I'm gonna hold the band for this first round. Here we go, guys. 10 squats, pause at the bottom. So drop the hips, pause, come back up. So that would be 1. Again, count to 10. So I want that nice full pause at the bottom. Sitting in the hips, glutes. And pushing that ground away at the top. Remember, 10's the magic number today. Looking forward, keeping those shoulders back, chest lifted. Okay, once you got those 10, you're gonna lay back. We got that bridge walkout. So hips go up, okay? Even if you just do 1 out, 1 in. So keep some tension up through the hips, or think about constantly lifting from the hips up towards that ceiling. Heels walk out. So just like 1 or 2 steps out, 1 or 2 back. So we got hamstrings and glutes working here. Again, going to 10. Keep lifting that backside. Okay, and then flip over 10 push-ups. So you need these toes, knees, or you can do that middle road where you drop the knees. So if you need a slightly modified push-up, drop those knees to help you back up. 10 push-ups. Think about everything moving together. Once we got those 10, we're back to our squat with the pause. So again, here, if you have lighter dumbbells, you could rack this like a front squat too to get a little bit more weight. Again, take it down, pause at the bottom, come back up. Pause. Breathe in as we go through. Whew. 9. I'm at 10. Right there. Okay. Again, bridge walkouts. So we have 3 rounds total. And push the hips. Think about hip bones going evenly to that ceiling. So trick here, as you walk the heels, you're trying to not let the hips fall too much. So we're still bracing through those glutes. Woo! Starting to get warm there. And that's 10 for me. Remember, you got those push-ups right after. So flip it over. So when you go down, I want those hands right outside the chest here, and you want the elbows to make an arrow. So my body's the stick, elbows are the arrow, not a T. Okay, so we're here, not here. So just right to the middle, push it away. Elbows don't come right by your ribs. That would be like a close grip push-up or tricep push-up, or what you would see in yoga when they go down for their vinyasas. Once you got those 10, we're back up. We have one more round of squats. Yellow. So again, you can hold it. Show you a few different variations with the squat here. In that goblet, hold at the bottom, keep going. A little more weight. Don't forget that pause. Stick that bottom. Push the floor away. Woo! One more. For me, you might still have one or two, that's fine. You might be ahead already. So brace up. If you're feeling this all in your low back, kind of reset, kind of lift the hips up away from the ground just a little bit and see if that'll pull you into your glutes a little bit more. So since I took a little time here, I won't do the full 10 in case you're moving along. So again, you could walk out far, get that extended bridge there. As long as you're feeling like you're holding up through this backside. All right, push-ups. Flip over. So again, elbows just coming slightly back behind that T position. Again, if you need that in between, think about work on building that lower down, drop your knees, come back up. So if you don't have the strength to come back up, or you feel like your center dips and you have to snake, let's work on that core control. Use the knees to come back up. If you're an all-star at push-up, you could always add like a bag to your back or a band behind your shoulders. Okay, so that's 3 rounds squat, finish up. If you have a few more reps, I'll let you get a quick drink of water, and I will go through our next 3 exercises. So, for the next 3, we have the lunges. We're gonna alternate stepping back into that lunge. So 10 total, so if you can load it up with 2 weights, that's awesome. If you have maybe a moderate to heavy kettlebell, you can hold in the goblet, or if you have a band, you'll have to separate and do 5 on one, and then just switch 5 on the other leg, since you can't really alternate stepping in the band. So 10 alternating back lunges. Okay, then we're gonna go a dumbbell or band RDL. So now working those hamstrings and hips again, shoulder width or hip width apart with the feet, tipping from the hips, lowering those weights about mid-shin, and then coming back up to the top. So ideally, if you have 2 dumbbells, if you just have one, you can hold end to end on that, or if you have a band, just loop underneath and do your RDL like that. All right, so grab your weights if you're using them. Oh, third movement, geez Louise, Russian twist. So if you would like to add some weight to this, you can grab one of those dumbbells, lock the lower body in, and we're gonna do 10 each way. So 10 each way. Make sure as you twist, we have this part twisting, this part locked in. All right, now we can start with those lunges. So gear up, however you're gonna weight those, 10 total, here we go. So stepping back, so that's 1, that's 2. So this is where you can go, if you have options, a slightly heavier weight because you're only hitting 5 each leg. There's our 10. And then you can just hold on to those. If you got your band, step in the band. Hips come back, hips come underneath. So knees stay right above those ankles. Just let the arms naturally fall by way of you moving at the hips. 10 total. Breathe in as you go. Once you got those 10, have a seat, Russian twist. So lock that lower in, side to side. So shoulders can turn, okay? But hips, knees, toes, keep them all facing that ceiling. So if you don't have a weight, just use your knuckles and kind of make a little fist, side to side. Remember, 10 each. Once you got those 10, we're back to those lunges. So we're gonna go right into it. So not taking any rest, that's what's gonna keep heart rate lifted here. Okay, stepping back into it. And think about lowering to 90 degrees with each leg. That front leg doing most of the work to push you up out of that hole. Shoulders stay right on top of those hips. That should make 10. All right, right into that RDL. So hips go back. Just let the weights naturally glide close to the body. Back flat. Should feel that coming through the back side of the legs, up into the hips and glutes. So right up in here. Once you got those 10, back to that Russian twist. So in this part locked, this part leaning ever so slightly back to where you can control that tension, that breath, and that movement. Make sure you're counting 10 each way. Awesome. All right, one more set here. Back to those lunges. So you got the lunges, RDL, and then that Russian twist. Lowering through. So you can kind of angle the torso forward just a little bit from that hip if you want to push a little bit more into that glute. But you don't want to arch or change positions from where your ribs and hips are. So you don't want to open up or round. We're just pushing that weight back into the hip. Once you got your 10, RDL. So lowering, hips go back, pull underneath. Again, if you have options, if you want to go a little heavier on this type of movement, you got both legs working together, big muscles, they can handle the load. Think about stretching on the way down and that muscle getting shorter, contracting on the way up. Once you got your 10, we have that Russian twist. So sit it back, grab a hold of that weight, side to side here, toes up, knees up, try not to shift in the lower body, locked in. Almost there. Whew. All right, you can shake that out. We're gonna go into a third section. This will be a little bit more cardio, and then again, some more plank. So hopefully you're done with those reps. We're gonna go triple extension jumps. So hips go back, and then you follow through with that jump. So it's not really a sit down using the quads, it's more hip dominant, just like we did with the RDL. So we have 10 of those. Then you go plank to plank. So from that plank position, up to the high plank, back down to the low. So we're gonna do 10 total. That would be 5 each side. So you can do all five, or alternate to make sure you're keeping track. And then we're gonna finish with a high knee. Ideally, I want you to just kind of put your hands up in front of you like there, and then you're gonna pull the knee up. So low impact, you just stand tall, pull them up. Okay, 10 each, or run it. I want you to be tall and bring those knees up to those hands so that we were pulling those knees up and we're not just kind of running in place. So that's our 10, 10, 10 jumps, plank to plank, high knees. Ready? Here we go with those jumps. 10 total. Hips go back, off the ground, or just up to the toes. Low impact toes. Otherwise, hips go back. Really think about shooting yourself up. Think about the energy. Don't just go through the motion. Once you got those 10, we're going from low plank to high plank. So again, you can alternate. Count 10 total, or do 5 on one, 5 on the other. So a hand comes to where the elbow is. There's 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right, high knees, here we go. Hands come out in front. You're pulling that knee up to the hand. 10 each. 2, 3, 4. Woo! All right, right back into those jumps. Keep that heart rate up. 3, 4. Think about getting up. 8, 9, 10. Hit those planks. Again, if you want to do all one side at a time, you can. Hand comes back, hips stay down. I'm on 7. Woo! All right, up to those high knees. That's the hardest part. High knees, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Woo! Back to those jumps. Keep it going. Wherever you are, right into that next thing. Woo, back to the plank. Deep breath. Try to lock the hips in. Yeah. 10. All right. Up we go. Knees out. 8, 9, 10. Woo! Nice work. Nice work. All right, so that's that. Short, sweet, lower body with some core. By all means, if you feel you need a little bit extra or you have extra time, you could go back through and do that one more time through. So awesome work, guys. Thanks for being with me. Enjoy your day.